Yes, it's a Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Oh, look at the mountains match. Hey, look at that. Hey, everybody. Hi, it's Matthew Street. Welcome to my channel. As always, truly appreciate you being there. And in honor of vinyl, in honor of the vinyl community, in honor of all the peeps out there who love their vinyl and love their beer, love their Pabst Blue Ribbon. I don't have Pabst, but I have a Coors Light because I'm a lightweight, okay? I'm a lightweight. I admit it, okay? I'm old, all right? I like this kind of stuff. So there's my mountain. There's my Rocky Mountain High. Here's my John Denver Rocky Mountain High t-shirt. And cheers to you vinyl people, because this is a vinyl-only video, except for one thing. Ah, that's so good. All right, folks. Savers. How many of you ever check out Savers? There's other places like it. They go under many different names. But Savers seems to be the most common one. Now, I've had bad luck with Savers over the years. You notice I'm saying Savers? I'm putting the R in there. I could say Savers. Yeah, I go to Savers. But I'm being good. I'm trying to drop the New England accent for a moment. Okay, so Savers. Get back on track here, Matt. Come on, enough with this. One more. Savers, okay? I've had bad luck with them over the years. I've been to a couple of different ones in my area here in the greater Providence area, southeastern Mass area. Not good. Occasionally I'll find something. I've gotten a couple of Mitch Millers, a couple of Ray Conniffs, a couple of compilations that were pretty good. But I've never really struck gold. And I'm not saying I struck gold today, but I watch channels like Anthony over at Gambler 812, and he goes to Savers and he comes out looking, smelling like a rose. He's got a stack of cool stuff. And I'm like, my jaw drops. I'm like, how does he get this stuff at his Savers? Tim Allen, when he was making videos, used to go to Savers and come up with gold. And I'm like, how does he do it? What's going on at these Savers that isn't going on at mine? Well, finally, I haven't been to a Savers in a long time because I just kind of gave up on it, folks. But I went to my local Savers just a little while ago, and I struck some gold, all right? I'm not saying it's the greatest, most beautiful gold in the world, but it's pretty good gold, and I want to see what you think. Now, I did what I call the grab-and-go move. There was all kinds of vinyl there and stuff, and I just flip it through. If I saw something, I was like, it hit me, I grabbed it, put it in a stack. They're only $2.99 a piece, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to grab what I can in these two stacks. There was two long stacks, about 3.5, 4 feet long of records, then one below it, 3.5, 4 feet long. I said, I'm going to flip through. I'm pretty adept at, if something's junk, I just pass right by it. But if something, boom, flashes up, and I go, that's when I'm interested in, boom, out in the stack. That's what I did. I didn't stop and take time to take each album out and inspect it. I said, the hell with it. I'm just going to grab and go, limit it to about 15 or 20 records, 30, 40 bucks, and I'm out of here. That's it. And look at them later. So I did pretty good with this method because there's really only 3 out of my stack here that are kind of beat up, and I'll show you those first. So I'm going through the stack. First one I come across is this, Partridge Family, Up to Date. This is their second album, I believe. It's beat up. When I finally got it home and looked at it, there's no inner sleeve. And it is an original. It's on the Bell label. But it's beat up. There's the Savers price on the back there. $2.99. So it's beat up, though, a little bit. I'm going to try to clean it up. But I just grabbed it. I have one already that's in better shape. But I grabbed this for the heck of it. Because when I saw it for $2.99, I grabbed it. I can always give it to a friend if they want to, frame it or something. Maybe someone out there, Partridge Family. There's a lot of Partridge Family fans. Then I flipped through a little further and came across the first one. Now, this one I don't have, so I grabbed it. But again, it has an inner sleeve, better than the other one. And it's in a little better shape. I know it's going to be hard with these videos, but it's an original on the Bell label. But it's in a little better shape than Up to Date. So the cover's beat up a little bit. Show you the back too. Cover's beat up a little bit, but I grabbed it. Partridge Family, family album, first one. Okay. Next one I saw, cover looked like heck, but I grabbed it quick. I just grabbed it. I said, if it's an original Cole Gems Monkeys, I'm grabbing it. So here's their second album, More of the Monkeys. All right, of course, Savers, they don't give a crap. They put the sticker wherever they feel like. I'm surprised they didn't put it over Mickey's face or something stupid like that. There is an inner sleeve, but when I take it out and look at it, it's a little beat up. Not terrible. I will try to play it, but it is on an original Cole Gem, so why not? Okay. Now we're getting into the ones that are in pretty darn good shape, all right? This was a nice one. Doesn't have all his hits on it because this is his hits from the 50s, but it's an original RCA Victor Sam Cooke hits of the 50s. So I couldn't pass this up for $2.99. I think this was a $2.99. Yeah, there's only one I got that was $3.99. $2.99. I said I'm gonna grab it. It's an original. It has an inner sleeve. It's on the old RCA Victor. Why not, right? Sam Cooke. I did pretty good, I thought, folks. I was really pleased. All right, in honor of my dad and because I love this music, my dad, as you know, passed a couple of months ago now. We miss him. But he got me into this artist who is a local artist from a town right next door to where I am, Attleboro, Massachusetts. I'm not in Attleboro, but I mean, it's one town over from me, Attleboro. He was born and raised, high school in Attleboro, the great Ray Conniff. My dad loved him. We went to the Ray Conniff Museum in Attleboro together a couple of years ago. And when I see some good Ray Conniff in good condition that I don't have, I grab it in honor of my father because he had all these albums. And Ray, as you know, was big on the Columbia label, and this is in pristine shape. This is a beautiful Columbia label. So I grabbed it, okay. And then a later 70s Ray Conniff called, what was the first one called? I apologize if I didn't say it. Ray Conniff Singers, So Much in Love. Great shape. And then a later 70s Ray Conniff called Ray Conniff Singers, I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing. So it's a little later period. He always featured fine-looking women on his covers, Ray, that old Ray. And sure enough, it's on the later Columbia label. So I grabbed that. Great shape, too, that one. Another one that my dad got me into, and I love them, is Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. I have several of their regular albums, but I remember my mom and dad having this one. And I can't find their original, so I had to replace it. So I saw this, Herb Alpert, the Tijuana Brass Greatest Hits. This is a fine album, folks. If you don't have any Herb Alpert, this is the one to get with the Tijuana Brass. It's got all the big hits on here. And it's a wonderful, wonderful release. There's other artists in this series. There's Wes Montgomery, the Sandpipers, and the Baja Marimba Band, I believe they're called. There's also one for Sergio Mendes and the Brazil 66, which my parents had. I think my parents had most of these, to be honest with you. But I grabbed this one, the Herb Alpert one, because my mom and dad had it. And there's the gatefold, and of course you saw the back. And might as well show you. As you know, Herb was on the famous A&M label. This is an original, I'm pretty sure. Great shape. So I'm happy to have that. The next, Best of Roy Clark. I have no Roy Clark. I might have a CD somewhere, but when I saw the Best of Roy Clark, I had to grab it. I mean, Roy, some beautiful, beautiful music this man has produced. One of my favorite songs of all time, Yesterday When I Was Young. I mean, if that doesn't tug at your heartstrings, folks, nothing will. I mean, it's a beautiful song. If for anything, listen to that song by Roy Clark. Did I say Ray Clark? Roy Clark. Yesterday When I Was Young. It's on the Dot label. Great shape. Again, savers. I hit it this time, folks. I got some good savers. Cheers from the Rocky Mountains in John Denver. Moving on, a couple of really cool ones, because I have a CD by them, like a Best Of or Essential or something like that, but I don't have any vinyl from the Fifth Dimension. Look at that cover. That is a great cover. This is their portrait album, and it has One Less Bell to Answer is the big hit on here, but you can't go wrong with the Fifth Dimension. They're just one of those classic 60s bands that just knocked it out of the park every time, and so I grabbed this. And I'll show you the vinyl. It's on the Bell label, like the Partridge Family. And there you go. Very nice. And I found another Fifth Dimension. This happens to be their greatest hits. This is a keeper. This has all the hits on it. Wonderful album. I'm excited to have it. And let's see if I can get it out for you. I'm assuming it's on the Bell label. No, the greatest hits appears to be, let me show you the gatefold first here. Nice little gatefold. There's the band. There's the back. I'll show you the front. All right. This is on, what label is this? Soul City. Am I wrong on that? Soul City? The Soul City label. Fifth Dimension, greatest hits. Happy to have it. It's in beautiful shape. So I grabbed that. Now this one I got to clean up the cover a little bit. I'll take a little wet wipe or something because it's like glossy, high gloss white. But the fabulous style of the Everly Brothers. Wow. I saw this one. I love the Everlys. Saw them in concert twice in the 80s during their comeback period between 84 and 89. And, excuse me, I'm just so happy to find this. This is an original Everly Brothers album on the Cadence label. And it's in pretty good shape. There's a couple of scuffs on it, but I'm hoping they don't affect the play. But that's their original label, folks. Cadence. That's before they went to the big time label. What was their big label? I forget now. I don't think it was RCA. But anyway, they were on Cadence first, and this is an original Cadence. All right. And two more. This one was the one that was $1 more than the rest. It's $3.99, but it is worth it. The cover's in beautiful shape. Everything, the record's in beautiful shape. Johnny Cash at San Quentin. I mean, the Folsom Prison, Johnny Cash live at Folsom Prison is a must-have, but so is this one, live at San Quentin, and I'm so happy to have it, folks. There it is. Oof. So pleased to get this, and Johnny, if I remember correctly, is on, yeah, he's on Columbia. It's an older Columbia label, so I'm assuming it's an original. Beautiful. My last album, but then I have one more surprise to show you. This was my greatest find of the night. The one in shrink wrap with all the inside stuff. John Denver's Spirit album, 1976. I love this album. One of my John has famous albums like Rocky Mountain High, Back Home Again. Wind Song is one of his most famous. I mean, so many great albums. But this one is one of his lesser known ones. This is the one that came out right after Wind Song. Wind Song came out in 75 that had all Calypso and I'm Sorry and all the big hits on it. But Spirit was a year later in 1976. Didn't do as well, but it has Like a Sad Song on it, which was a big top 10 hit. And it's one of those overlooked John albums that's absolutely one of my favorites. Please check out Spirit by John Denver. You won't be sorry, folks. It's a fabulous album. Some beautiful music on here. And what I liked is it's still in the shrink, which was a bonus. John, as you know, was very well known on RCA. There's his RCA label. And what I also liked about this one was, where is it? I will show you. Almost done, folks. I promise. You got the inner sleeve with it. Well, the inner sleeve's a little bit. You got the lyric sheet, which is nice. Got this nice lyric sheet, which is still there. Nice to have that. The inner sleeve's a little bent here at the corner. Let me fix it here now. But you got the inner sleeve, which is nice. The original inner sleeve with all the musicians that played on it. The great Hal Blaine. God, so many great players on here. Dick Niss is on here. Wow. And beautiful picture of John in the back there, outdoors, sitting on the rock. So you got all that, and it's just great shape, beautiful condition. I can't complain. So that's my big thing. So I got all these records. I'm walking out, right? And they only came to like less than $40 or something like that. And then, boom, I just happened to be walking down an aisle to get to the register. And guess what I find? Just sitting in the book rack, staring me right in the face, a $60 book, which I already have in mint condition, I'm saving, but I will give this to a friend or somebody. A couple of dings and bings on it, but for $5.99, this. I see it, the binding, sitting in the rack. I go, what? The Get Back book. $60 book, folks, when this first came out. $60. Has still the outer wrapping on it. As you can see, that the wrapping, it comes off and whatnot. Yeah, like and then you get, that's what the book looks like itself. But it has the little protective thing on it. Look at this thing. I can't believe it, folks, that I found this thing. It's the book. It's the one that came out when Get Back came out. This was the companion book to it with the little half a dust cover there. $5.99. I grabbed it. I said, I'm not letting that sit there. And I did. That's it, folks. Savers. Thumbs up. I had a good day at Savers. What do you know? Thanks to all my peeps out there who go to Savers, who drink beer, and have a good time and listen to music. Love you all. Cheers. Bye.